done editing. Come on. Ah, now it's capping. It was scrapping, but now it's working. Alright, Crusader Kings 2, finally. Shit. Grapping, working, whatever. We're gonna start a new custom game. Because why not? I started a new custom game and I didn't do very well. And we're gonna try it again. Oh boy. Alright. My favorite start is still to start as a petty kingdom or duchy. And I started a duchy as, I believe, one of the one of these guys over here. And I'm hoping that this is a petty kingdom. Is it not? I don't know. They could all be yeah. The petty kingdom of Breizh. I'm gonna play the petty king of Breizh, I guess. The Ren. Conan. I don't remember if we played this guy or not. I wish I could have some more information on what he does. Like, I have no idea. I don't recall. And I think Bro Eric here, he was much more powerful than we were. I don't know why. Still don't know why that was. Did we play the wrong guy? Did we play? Yeah, I think we played Morvan of Leon and not the actual Duke of Breizh. So I think we're gonna play the Duke. Cause why not? He's a good-looking guy. There we go. And yeah, it's gonna be Iron Man Breizh. Here we go. And see how we go with that. I'm gonna turn on the sound a little bit. I hope the sound is not too low for you guys. I think it's okay. I think it's alright. You are playing a Breton Catholic king. Le Breton. Oui, oui. Alright, so we've got a couple of things we need to arrange straight from the get-go. I'm gonna try and take this slow for any of you who haven't actually ever played Crusader Kings. I'm gonna put in the description that I did this as well, I think. Anyway, so we're 33 years old. Are we married? We're not. We have a bastard son. For some reason, without a wife, we have a bastard son. I guess we knocked up some peasant girl or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm having a drink. We have about 2,000 men under our command, which you can see over here. We are the Duke of Breizh, or King of Breizh, whatever you want to call it, petty king. And we have a strong claim on the Duchy of Normandy. Now, the Duchy of Normandy is this whole thing, which is the bishopric of Dol. Which is cool. We've got that. That's ours, I guess, no matter what. Oh yeah, that's a strong claim because we live there, obviously. We have a claim on the actual Duchy of Normandy. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong thing here. I was clicking on the County of Rajon, which is ours. This is the actual Kingdom of Normandy. Look at that! That's a large chunk of Europe right there. Nice. Man, Mortain, Evreux, Rouen, and Ebb, I think. Yeah, you. I'm sorry, not Ebb. All right. So that's interesting. We already know that's the case. Right from the start, without starting the timer, we know that. It's really nice. We are unmarried, but we can fix that with this little button in a minute. We have to pick an ambition. We have to pick a focus. So a bit of a frog. Sorry. We've got traits, and we've got some gray traits, which are good and bad. We're arbitrary, which in this case is bad. We don't really do justice very well, apparently. We're gregarious. That means, well, you know, we're socially competent and nice at times. We're also cynical, which makes us slightly less popular with the church, amongst others. Apparently we're gluttonous. We like to eat. which is a sin, by the way. The red traits are sins. You've got virtues and you've got sins. Basically, virtues are green, little green balls, and the sins are red balls. In this case, the gluttony sin, basically. And we're a misguided warrior. So we know war, but we're not learned in such a way. We're in the martial arts, not as much as in the strategy. We lack the talent for it, basically. Not a very good character to start off with. I'm not sure if this is in any way randomized, but it's not the best we could do. And this obviously is our house, the Wren. Got a family tree here. It's us. We're the only ones in the family tree, apparently. Oh no, wait. This is the family tree. That was the realm tree. Whoopsie daisy. As we're at the start of the realm, this is us. Alright, so we've got a son called Alain. We have a dad who's dead, called Alain. We've got grandparents who are dead, and we've got great parents who are all dead. And we've got a mother that's still alive. Yay, mother! What is she like? Let's have a look at her. Yeah, we know where we got the cynical from. But she is diligent, she's a hard worker, and she's temperate. So she also, she doesn't do everything out of moderation, which is good. But she also has the wrath sin. That means she's not very forgiving. And she's a charismatic negotiator, which sort of compensates for that. Obviously, as a wrath character, she tends to be very, not very nice. But since she has the charisma, she can negotiate, which is cool. It's pretty good stats for somebody who's old. And we like each other, which is nice. You see here these green things. This is my opinion of or her opinion of me. And this is my opinion of her. So we're buddies. We're buddies. So in the green. It's between 0 and 100 if it's positive. And -1 and -100 if it's negative. In negative traits, negative scores here, not traits, are obviously going to impact you in your relations, in your dealings with others. So I'm just going to turn off the Steam overlay for a second. Because otherwise we're going to keep getting pop-ups from people. I don't want that. Here we are. There we go. Alright, so other things in this screen are the character scores. Basically, high is good, low is bad. I'm not very good at learning, but I'm pretty good at fighting. Martial 10, learning 2. And I suck at finances. We have stewardship 0. That's not very high. In fact, it'll probably make me lose money. We have no stewardship. Holy shit. We need to find a woman that can stimulate that. In our children at least, if anything. And we need to figure out what's going on in the council. We must have a very, very bad steward who wastes money all the time. We're not a very good diplomat, but not too bad. And we're not a very good spy either. Well, that given, we do have an army that's quite sizable for this small country. This is the total army. This isn't just your personal forces. You can see here in the military tab, we'll just check that for a second, that we have 1,000 personal troops. Those are under our direct command, and the rest are given to us by vassals, who happen to like us. My, that's good. That's really nice. Except for the bishop here, Guillaumar, who likes us, but not enough. You have to figure that the bishop also works for the Pope. And the Pope says, okay, if you like me, you have to pay taxes. And bishops do. And if they like you more than they like the Pope, they will pay you taxes or give you troops or whatever. So, that's the case here as well. Let's have a look at the council, which is this next button here. Now, all of this it will be explained in due time. Alright, once we get to it. Okay, let's see. Well, actually, it's not so bad. We do have an actual steward who knows his thing. We have a Marshal. Don't we have anything better than Marshal 7? Marshal is actually a really low score. We have a Spy Master who sucks. But he's a Count, so you don't want to mess with him. We'll fix that. Let's see what we have. Hafez here is slightly better, and he's... What is he? A bastard of my dynasty. But he is better. Kind of... Considering it's a half-brother. Yes, let's give him a position of power. That sounds like a good idea. There we go. And he will be doing some training troops. You've got 3 commands. Suppress revolts. And that's if some revolt would be, you know, going on. Or threatening to happen. But that's not the case. Right now, we're pretty safe. I'm going to give him the order to train troops right here. And we also can do technology, military tech. But we've got a special character who can help us with that as well. We have a very good chancellor. Who knows how to soak dissent, fabricate claims, which basically is forging documents for a claim on a holding or a territory, and improve diplomatic relations. And that's something he also excels in, because he has a fairly high score, as you can see here. He has a diplomacy score of 14, which is pretty good. We've got the steward, who is decent, a decent administrator at 9. I don't know if we can do better, but he's a count, so you don't want to dismiss him, especially if he only has a 14 liking for you. We don't want to piss him off too much. But he's old, so maybe we can replace him at some point. If he dies, he dies. That's the way it goes in this game. Let's have a look at him. He's craven, so that means he's a bit of a weak sauce guy when it comes to messing around, but he's also deceitful, so he doesn't speak the truth all the time. So if you mess with him, if I were to throw him off the council, chances are he will become problematic in due time. So we're gonna just leave him in there for now. Spy master is an important one, because the steward can do, collect taxes, which is exactly what he's going to do. I'm just gonna leave that to him. There we go. Oopsie daisy. He can collect taxes, oversee building new things on your holdings. Each of these territories has buildings in it that you can improve. And he can oversee that, and then you get a build time modifier. And you can also do economy tech, which is also available from another character, which is the next one. The spy master can actually study technology in areas pretty much anywhere where technology is ahead of yours. Technology is important in the game, especially with regards to how you rule your empire. But it's not defining of everything. It's like it's very slow development. It's the Middle Ages. It doesn't go that quickly. So, build a spy network. You can uncover corruption with that. We're not going to mess with that too much. And scheming, you can figure out whether or not somebody is scheming against you. But everything can also have a negative outcome. So, with a score of 7, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna mess with him too much. Now we have the bishop, Guillaume of Dole. Maybe... Do we have our own investiture? That would be nice. Can we import somebody else? Oh my god. We've got a commander who's way better than this. And he's... he's quick too! No, we're not gonna mess with that. We're gonna marry him to one of our kids. Because that's a trait they can inherit. If we have a beautiful daughter at some point, that would be wonderful. Are you married? No! Oh, damn it, I picked him. Well, he's not married anymore now. He's got lustful, though. That's not necessarily a good thing. Okay, well, that may have just screwed me. Because now we have Guillaume, the Bishop of Dole, who hates us even more. Look. He loves the Pope, hates us. He used to love me. Now he doesn't anymore. It doesn't matter. Can we fix that? Do we have free investiture? I don't know. That would be good thinking. Wait a minute. We have a church tab somewhere. Here we are. Religion. Appoint successor. There we go. And obviously, Grubudu is going to be his successor. Yes. If anything. I wasn't expecting anything from this guy, so it's not that bad. He expects to be on the council? Yeah, he's angry for not being on the council. He's deceitful, trusting, slothful, patient, and a dutiful cleric. He's probably not gonna be a threat for the time being, but we're gonna have to wait and see. He has 0 diplomacy, so I don't think he's gonna do well in making relations with others. Convincing others that we should, you know, have a change. But I think having family on board is good, so having this guy here is perfect. It's fine. But we're going to have to figure out who's gonna succeed him. Oh no, wait, that's fine. We're good. We're good. The Pope doesn't like us very much. Well, what a surprise. One of the things you can do with your court chaplain, you can difficult name. You can convert heathens. I'm not gonna say that word. You can research cultural tech, but the more important thing is improve religious relations. Now, normally I would send this guy to the Pope, but the Pope hates us. So technically the Pope already dislikes us. What I'm going to do, I'm gonna check where that guy is. I think he's in the bishopric here of Dole. Yeah, I'm quite sure actually that it was the Bishop of Dole that was pissed off with us. And I'm gonna send my court chaplain to improve religious relations with him. There we go. So we're just gonna heal the wound and say, you know what? I am now your court chaplain. And I actually like you. And we're gonna have a conversation about this, like grown men. And you're lustful. And I'm a priest, and so are you. And, well, I'm not gonna fill the rest. Anyway, we're gonna have wine and some laughs, and it's gonna be fine. This one, the Spy Master, kind of a problem. Kind of a problem. What are you like? You are ambitious. Oh my. Chaste, however. An underhanded rogue. He's not gonna have kids all that much. We should give him something. We should give him a craven wife. He's got an heir, though. Okay, he's got a son. He's got a son. Alright, that's fine. Can we give him a wife? No, I don't think we should give him a wife. I think we should just leave him like this for now. This is very dangerous. Alright. Yes. With all the DLCs installed except for the Horse Lords DLC, which doesn't really affect us in this particular setting, I am going to show you the newest decision you can take. And that's to recruit a court physician. Because with the latest DLC, plagues have made their entry into the game. There always was a sort of illness factor in the game. You could get ill, or the plague, or whatever. In this particular DLC, it's been somewhat improved. You get actual epidemics that go through Europe and affect you, and affect your food stocks, and when you close the gates, and you have to have a court physician to make sure that you can heal everyone. And sometimes they're quacks. Oh, it's fun. We're gonna have fun with it. So we're gonna order that. There we go. You have sent messages and scouts in all directions to scour the realm for skilled physicians that would be willing to take up residence in your court. Word reach you shortly if they manage to find a suitable candidate. Hopefully, they will not bring a quack. Well, I hope you don't have to wait for long. Me neither. Okay, now that's settled. We're unmarried. That's a problem. We do have a son who is a bastard. Kind of not so good. We need more than one son, and particularly a full-blood son would be nice. And we have to pick an ambition. We have to press de jure ducal claims. We can actually press de jure claims for this guy. How powerful is he? Not powerful at all. Oh my, but he has 2 kids. Alright, well, we'll have to look at that. I am gonna say... Become the Paragon of Virtue. Become exalted among men. That's a pretty good one to start with. 1,000 prestige is relatively easy to gain, so we're gonna give that a go. Out of all of these, that's probably the best. Groom and heir, we could wait until our son is all mature, then you get the points for that, but it takes a long time. It takes a long time, so you might want to do that later in the game when you're sort of short, because this kid is 9, and he's gonna take at least 6 more years before he grows up. So, not a good thing to choose now, because you'd be stuck with it until he grows up for 6 years. Now, probably we can do Exalted Among Men in like 3 or 4 years, if we play our cards right. So, that's probably the best. If you're not planning on doing any conquest, which is obviously an option, you can also go for See the Realm Prosper. If you manage to keep the realm peaceful for 5 years, you get those points. Again, 5 years, long time. Not gonna do that. Build a war chest. It's nice. 700 though. You have to get. No, 500 because it's a duchy in this case. But 500 bucks is not easy money. It isn't. Not even a little bit. You get war taxes. Get a tax modifier. It doesn't do really an awful lot right now for us. Become the king of Brittany. Now that one is pretty close already. However, I feel that it's still a bit far away. A paragon of virtue is interesting. Interessant, yes. It's very good. Dutchisms. But we don't have any virtues right now. So I don't see that as a viable option for this character. So Exalted Among Men is the one we're gonna pick. There we go. Yes, sirree. He wants to be remembered in the annals of history. That's what the text says. That's going to be his goal. He wants 1,000 of these things. We have 30 right now. He wants 1,000 of those. So we're going to see how well that pans out for us. Now, we need the following. Set crown focus. Yes, that's also something we can do. And we will do that. Set the crown focus in our own realm, in this little county. We rule this directly. And we need to focus our attention to this territory specifically. So that's what we'll do. Now, I think I'm gonna send this guy off to, what is it? Constantinople the moment I can. If he gets caught, he gets killed, which is in advantage for me. If he gets success, he brings back technology. So that's a win-win situation for me. I don't particularly love him. He doesn't particularly love me back. So it would be a good thing to cement that and make sure that that thing goes the right way. All right, now, as for my chancellor, should also give him something to do. Let's see. Fabricating a claim. Mortain, but it's actually part of France. We don't really want to mess with France right now. France is not our friend. France is actually a very, very large enemy. It pretty much extends itself all the way from Flanders down to the Pyrenees, to the Alps, or well, the lower Alps in the east, because the Holy Roman Empire is still pretty good here. It's still pretty big. Alsace is still German, and parts of the basically the French Alps is still German. However, it's still a pretty big country, and it's not as divided right now as it could be. I do believe that the English are gonna mess with us soon-ish, but that's not the case right now. Maybe we can improve relations with England. That might actually be a very good idea. So we're gonna go to Essex, or what is it, Middlesex? Yeah, Middlesex, where the English king rules. There we go. There we are. We're gonna talk to King Harold. Hello, King Harold. Don't you like us? We like you. There we go. Now, for that important decision, we need to get a wife. Particularly a very good wife, because this guy doesn't have too much to bring at this time. So, let's have a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much for watching. Please consider leaving a like and or comment. And please also subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you again. Cheers.